County Workers United. We are out here today in solidarity with our labor siblings and our community. As city workers, we work on the front lines of San Francisco's biggest challenges daily. And because of that, we understand what works and what's needed. We are still facing a staffing crisis. We have an extremely high vacancy rate in departments, classifications that are critical to public safety, including 911 dispatch, which has a 40% vacancy rate, registered nurses at our public hospitals, social workers who connect unhoused people with services, health workers who provide mental health and substance abuse treatment. The city is wasting millions upon millions of dollars outsourcing public services to companies outside of San Francisco with very little oversight or accountability. On the average, the city has awarded over $6.2 billion in contracts every year since 2017. Shame, you guys. The vast majority of these contracts are due to 94% of the contracts. 94% of the contracts are being contracted out to services that should be public services and to the workers of the public servants of San Francisco. Shame. Only 6% of the mayor's cuts so far have been outside of contractors. Instead of cutting vacant positions we desperately need filled, we should be cutting wasteful private contracts. Public services should be public. With that being said, you guys, I want to start the order of our guest speakers. I am proud to bring my first speaker to the stage, my sister in labor, my sister in labor council that stands united with all of us and keeps us connected, Kim Taglioli of Labor Council.
Good afternoon. Are we ready to fight? I couldn't hear that. Are we ready to fight? On behalf of the 100,000 working families in San Francisco, I am happy to stand here with the city workers united to get fair contracts, not only for themselves and their families, but for our beloved city. City workers know this city inside and out. They know how to fix the problems that plague this city. If we relied more on the opinions of the city workers, our city would not be bashed. Our city workers love our city. Our city workers know how to improve our city. We need to make sure that the upcoming contract fights address those issues. I want to acknowledge a few people here today that are standing with us. I want to introduce Supervisor Shimon Walton, Supervisor Raphael Mendelman, Supervisor Myrna Melgar. Our city workers will continue the fight to get fair contracts until they are allowed to fix this city. I also want to acknowledge Supervisor Dean Preston is with us today. Our city needs solutions more than ever before. The answer to all the questions or hire more city workers. So, I want to end with a chant. When we fight, we win. When we fight, we win. When we fight, we win.
Give it up to Sister Kim from Labor Council, you guys. Let her hear it. Let the mayor hear it. Let's go! All right, let's keep this energy going. This is another one of our big sisters, one of my SEIU sisters in labor. This is the CEO, my sister Kim Yvonne, who is here from 2015, always coming out in solidarity.
Good afternoon, sisters and brothers.
Good afternoon.
I don't know, you can't see it from here, but you look a beautiful sight today. Listen, I proudly serve as an executive vice president alongside 450,000 care workers who are in this fight with you today.
All right.
30,000 of them live, work, labor, care for others in the community here in San Francisco. And we stand with you because your fight is our fight. We know the vital services that you provide is what makes the city of San Francisco work for everyone. And we're here today standing with you to call on every elected leader to take this moment of crisis in this city and invest in workers, not divest of services.
All right.
As caregivers in 2015, we know what it's like. A majority of us are women and women of color. And we know what it's like to fight every day to keep members of our community safe, cared for, living the most dignified lives possible. And we know the only way to do that is when we fight to have dignity ourselves. To be recognized, to be valued, to be invested in. And we join you in making sure that we are lifting up the need to do just that in this city by staffing up full-time essential workers as a central requirement to make sure we have a city that works for all of us. And just as there are staffing shortages, and ask any home care worker or nursing home worker in what we do every day, we know there's a sweeping shortage of city workers that threatens the very dignity of people who live in San Francisco. We can't allow proposed budget cuts to slash vacant positions, and we need those jobs. We need full-time jobs. We need them in-house, not contracted out for profit.
That's right.
As our sister Kristen said earlier, 3,700 vacant positions already exist in this city and this county. That is shameful, y'all. When you have people that need the services and you're struggling doing the work of 2 and 3 people, there is no reason why we are not putting the full energy of our power into filling every single one of those vacancies.
Yeah, damn right.
We need to make sure that they understand loud and clear, everyone understands loud and clear that has the power to do something about it, to fix our city, that they fill those vacancies, that they invest in the workers that need to deliver for the very people who call San Francisco home. So we urge the city, follow. Listen, there was a study, y'all. We got to follow what people are telling us is the truth here. San Francisco Civil Grand Jury reported we got to speed up the hiring process and invest in more full-time staff.
Right.
We got a report that tells us what you've been saying for years, right? So listen, follow the report, invest in public workers. This is a win-win for San Francisco. It's a win-win for you, and it's going to make sure we have a city that works for all of us. Si se puede!
Si se puede!
Si se puede! All right, you guys, all right. Give it up one more time for my sister Kim Yvonne from 2015 and my IHSS second, brother. Here he goes. Hi, Bird. Everybody that doesn't know, this is one of our awesome leaders out of 911, and they are in a fight of their own with a 40% vacancy. Bird, take it away.
Hey everybody, I'm a San Francisco 911 dispatcher. My name is Bert Wilson. We've been struggling since pre-COVID. We want to make the city safe for everybody to come in and enjoy it and rebuild the city, but the department and the city is not letting us hire, or they're delaying on hiring people. We want to answer your phone calls. We want to help you out, but we're so short-staffed and so burnt out that we need help.
Tell about it, Bird.
Fix our city! Fix our city!
As much as we told the city last time at bargaining that we need to staff up, and they've just been dragging their feet. It takes 255 days to hire somebody in the city.
Shame!
Shameless. That is ridiculous. It's hard enough for us to do our job, and let alone being that short-staffed, is taking a toll on everybody. Staff up.
Staff up! 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 Staff up!
The other big problem we have is we get people in, but they get burnt out. They want to leave to other cities that have better benefits, less hours. We're working 16-hour days here, 7 days a week. Mandatory overtime, that's a city's solution. To mandatory all of us instead of hiring everybody. That's a shame. Stop hiring outside people and hire city people. Do our job the right way.
All right, Bird.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Bert. Thank you, brother. Hang in there, brother.
And that's just one example of why we need staffing. So I want to keep the program going. We're going to bring up to the stage one of our board of supervisors, one of our allies here in this fight, that's also in a fight of her own life. I want to bring up our supervisor of D4, Connie Chan.
Good afternoon. It is good to see your faces. It is good to see all your faces and stand with you, the people that keep San Francisco running. We're tired. We're tired of politicians pointing fingers at each other and asking each other and blaming each other why the city doesn't work. Let me tell you why the city doesn't work. Because we're not supporting our workers. It's very, very simple. We want the city works, then let's go to the people that's been keeping the city working. It's the reason why I'm proud to stand with you today. Let me tell you this, that I know that time is tough. Time has been tough. For some people didn't know that because they sit in their little ivory tower and not on the streets working like you. Time has been tough. Time is tough. But the only way we can fight that is to stand in solidarity. And today, I stand in solidarity with you. And we say it's time to fix our city.
Fix our city!
And as your budget chair, I know how. We know how. Stop the top-down approach and listen to our workers.
Yes, that's right!
Let's all manage our city with accountability and with integrity, and let's make sure that our city runs, because we know it's not working. We know things are broken down. You know why? Because our workers are broken down. We need accountability with our contractors. We need to stop the tax giveaway to the billionaires and the wealthiest. It is time that City Hall do the math and do the right math for San Franciscans. We can balance this budget. We can tackle this deficit. deficits and not on the backs of our workers.
That's right.
Our city deserves better, and our city can do better. And you know what? As your budget chair, and along with my colleagues, I know we will do better. So today is the first day we stand in here with you in solidarity. Many more days to come, and we will keep it up until we get it done.
Let's go.
Last chance for you. Whose city? Our city! Whose city? Our city! Whose city? Our city! Let's go!
Thanks, Supervisor Chan. You know, she's also our budget and finance chair that sits here in City Hall. So, you know, that's a big task. That's also a reason why we asked to speak. So let's keep it going. And I want to bring up one of my brothers, used to be the chair of our PEC, and now is out here representing our workers, our construction workers and our allies. I want to give it up to my brother Larry Mazzola from Local 38.
What's up, city workers? What's up, building trades workers? What's up, Local 38 workers? I love these signs, the orange and white ones. You know, when I turned the corner and I looked at real quick, I thought FX Crowley was running for supervisor again. What a show of unity today. Thank you all for coming. Need to stay together through these next 2 or 3 months. This is our fight together. Nobody's branching off. We're going to do this together. That's the only way this works, is together. Here we are again, facing a big deficit. Is that our fault? No. They would rather outsource your work, like everyone's talking about today. Is that your fault? No. The cost of living, has that gone up? Yeah. How about inflation? Yeah. It keeps going up. Yeah. And we're going to demand at the bargaining table that they recognize our city workers and that they don't forget about our city workers. Because our city workers run this city, nobody else. So let's stay together. Let's not waver. We're going to be in there together, negotiating our contract, and know one thing, we're not leaving until we get a fair contract for all of our city workers. Let's do it!
That's right! All right, so leave it up to the trades to get us pumped up. Right on, Brother Larry. So I want to bring up one of our allies, one of our community allies. I want to bring up Shah San with the Chinese Progressive Association to come up and speak. It's not just about us public workers, it's about us being in alliance with the community as well, because they support our services.
Association. We are a 50-year-old grassroots social justice organization working to serve, educate, and organize our community to win changes that can improve their lives and the lives of everyone here in San Francisco. And I'm so proud to also be a member of San Francisco Rising and of Jobs with Justice San Francisco. And we are here today to stand in solidarity with city workers, saying we need to step up San Francisco. This is not just a city worker fight. How many people here are parents? How many people here have immigrants in your family or immigrants yourself? How many people here are tenants or have tenants in your families? How many people here are students or have students in your families that you care about. The community fight is labor's fight, and labor unions fight is the community's fight. We are here today because my members, Chinese Progressive Association members, live in substandard housing in single-room occupancy hotels. Our members, some belong to labor unions, but the vast majority are part of the 90% of workers who do not benefit from union representation. The vast majority of our members have to fight and face retaliation simply to ask for their legal rights to minimum wage, overtime, breaks, and safety at work. The majority of our members are struggling because they're fearful about public safety, because they don't see the transportation they need for their families and to get to work, because they can't access affordable housing, because their children are concerned about mental health and bullying in schools. Does any of that sound familiar to y'all? So what we need, it's not just CPA members, it's not just city worker families, it's all families in San Francisco. We're in crisis, and the city is threatening corporate tax giveaways and devastating service cuts to communities of color at a time when we need services the most. What our communities need right now are safe and clean streets. They need well-staffed hospitals. They need teachers who can afford to live in the city and who are paid on time. They need mental health services. They need all these basic, and they need equitable pathways to job opportunities, to quality jobs, to good union jobs. If we learn nothing else from COVID, we know this. Our safety and well-being depends on our collective safety and well-being. So when we say we're going to move together, that means we move together as labor unions and as community organizations. We know it's a false divide, that many of us are members of both, and that they're going to try to pit us against each other and say, you're going to have to choose between layoffs and getting services for your community. You're going to have to choose between staffing up this city agency for that city agency. They're going to try to say that if we don't give the corporations whatever they want, we're going to be in an even worse mess. And we know that's not true. We know that our unity and solidarity is what is going to get us through and what is going to ensure that all communities in San Francisco can thrive, that all communities who are facing racism can thrive, that all communities that are facing challenges can thrive. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sister Shawson. Appreciate that. Keep it moving, you guys. We're on a short schedule. I want to bring up my brother from TWU, who represents the bus drivers out here in San Francisco, Anthony Ballister.
Thank you very much. I really don't speak too much at too many events, but I'm here to say that something without city workers and without the community, we won't have a job. We always say that we keep the city moving, but without the support of everyone here, we don't have a job. And I want to let you know, as we go through contract negotiations, we're not asking for anything. We're demanding what we've earned. We're demanding respect. We're not going to take no punch and cuts for an answer, because we want what is ours, plain and simple as that. And we're going to go strong, we're going to keep it strong, we're going to keep it together. Thank you very much.
Thank you, brother. All right, we got one last speaker to bring it home. I want to bring up the newest president of IFPTE, Local 21, our allies in labor. Sister Bianca, come to the stage and close it off for us.
See you, Union family. Hello, I'm Bianca Polavina, and I'm thrilled to be here as the president of IFPTE Local 21. I've lived in this city for almost 20 years. I've worked for this city for the past 10 years, and I am damn proud to be a city worker. Everything that we do here is about public services. This is all of our fight together. We are the ones that keep this city running day in and day out. We are staffing our hospitals. We are cleaning our streets. We are operating our airport. We are running the premier library system in all of North America. We keep our transit moving, and we are the first responders. We are all essential workers, every single one of us.
That's right.
And what that means is when you take on one of us, you take on all of us. And we are fed up with doing the jobs of 2 to 3 people each and watching our communities struggle to get by with fewer services year after year. 3,700 vacant funded permanent positions is a crisis. And last summer, a new civil grand jury report was released and exposed this crisis for everybody. That report warned that the effects of understaffed critical city services are everywhere. And we see it, right? We're living it. Muni runs fewer buses. 911 call center answering times have increased dramatically. San Francisco General Hospital is forced to divert ambulances and reduce its levels of care. But here's what we want to know. Why are billions of taxpayer dollars being funneled year after year to private contractors outside of San Francisco while these city worker jobs go unfilled? It has got to end, and the vision for our shared future is simple. It is excellent public services, which we all deserve. And as the workers who provide these services, it's our responsibility to fight for this vision. Our bargaining teams cannot do this all by ourselves. We need every single one of you to get in this fight with us. We may be different unions, different work sites, different departments, but when we stand together in times like this, we are one union. And when we fight together, we win. And now what we're going to do is we're going to continue our chant practice. We have half of the second floor with us today. For the other half that's up there, we want to chant so loud that the building shakes. So when I say, when we fight, you're going to say we win. When we fight, we win. Louder. When we fight, we win. 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 Thank you, everybody.
That's right, because we're going to win, sister. You already know. So I want to close it out, you guys. I want to give a big thanks to all our speakers, and especially to all of you that came out on your lunch breaks, all of you guys that took time off of work to be here, because you know how important it is to keep this city running and support the workers that provide the services. We're going to need to keep this energy and the solidarity of all of labor and the communities. Keep this energy up as we go into negotiations. As everyone here probably knows by now, the California Public Employee Relations Board, or the PERB Board, ruled last summer that the San Francisco City Charter can't deny us our legal right to strike. Nobody wants to go on strike. We don't want to abandon our services. We don't want to abandon our patients, but there are things worth fighting for. And all of us are here willing to fight and protect to improve this city. Am I right? Yeah. It's up to City Hall to do the right thing. Staff up, protect public services, and keep them public. And until they do that, guess what? We're going to keep coming back. And we're going to strike if we freaking need to. Potty mouth, you guys. To keep the chants going, Brandon Dawkins, my brother in labor. When we fight, we win. When we fight, we win. Whoa. Hey, hold on. Come on. Let's keep it 100.